women of rap are the pop stars of 2020. So what does that mean? That means that the women of rap are dominating the attention of so many people during this time frame, and that couldn't be further from the truth. What up, you guys? Cinco Smith, and I help hip hop artists create dope songs, build loyal fan bases that turn into multiple streams of income. And real quick before I dive into the content, if you want access to a free video where I talk about how you as an artist can create multiple streams of income even if you never get a record deal, click the link below or visit wealthyrapper.com, spelt the normal way, wealthyrapper.com. And go ahead and get free access to that video. You get a ton of value. But anyway, in this video, I want to talk to the queens. I want to talk to the women. I want to talk to the women that are dominating their space as it relates to rap, and those who are on the way as it relates to rap. Now, not only do I want to talk about the platform that you have, but I also want to talk to you from a financial literacy standpoint, because if you get an understanding, even on a basic level, as it relates to financial literacy, it's less likely that you'll be taken advantage of. Women in general tend to be taken advantage of if they don't understand what's going on. And it applies to business. It definitely applies to music, but it just applies to life in general. Over time, women have been underpaid in certain areas, or they may feel a woman doesn't know a certain thing about a car or certain maintenance or whatever. So they try to get over in times when they feel it's an opportunity that exists. So you getting an early understanding of financial literacy is going to be key to your career and put you on a whole nother level. Understand the platform that you have, understand the influence that you have, and understand the people that are looking up to you. And those reasons are enough for you to dominate in that space. Meaning you have what's called cultural capital. You have the ability to influence people, and even though it may not be monetarily of value right away, it is of value from a cultural capital standpoint, and that's something that big companies may try to capitalize on later, or they may be capitalizing on it now, but understand what role you can play and if it's a way that you can dominate in that space financially. What do I mean? So not only do you have this platform, but what you got to understand is as music artists, especially women, it's a lot of areas where a lot of your money is being spent, or energy and efforts is being spent. Typically, women of rap in general, not everybody, spend a lot of money in the fashion area and the beauty area. Of course, certain things may be health and beauty related, but those areas are some of the areas that a lot of attention and or money is being spent. What does that mean? That means that what you're wearing, how you're looking, how you may put your makeup on, the hair that you may wear, all of those things are things that you use to brand yourself, to market yourself out to the marketplace. Now, because of that, it influences other people to also want to do those things, wear those garments, have that type of hair, or wear that type of makeup. So you have to understand the influence that you have. So I'm going to come at this from two different angles. For one, you being an artist, you being a rapper, you're a business owner if you position yourself to do so that way. Now, if you're with a label or with a business and they're not positioning you to be an individual brand, then you might want to outsource or hire out or seek assistance in that area, or get with somebody who can definitely teach you how to make that happen. It doesn't take much. It's what you just got to understand is that when you're spending money on brands and clothing and enhancement things that help you brand yourself as an artist, set up correctly, those things can be tax deductible, meaning that you may spend thousands of dollars in these areas, but those thousands of dollars can be tax deductible, practically making the things that you bought free. If it's a part of your brand, if it's a part of your stamp, if it's a part of you making a profit as an artist, as a business owner. I won't go too deep into that, but understand that the possibility exists for the things that you're spending money on a regular basis to be written off and be tax deductible. Powerful. Definitely got to understand that first and foremost, because a lot of people in general, not just women, not just rappers, people in general leave a lot of money on the table, not understanding the hundreds of tax deductions that exist for those who understand them and those who capitalize on them. So you as a female artist, if you understand the basics of that and keeping the records of the money that you're spending, you can spend a ton of money in these areas, but if it's applicable and if it's in alignment with your brand, it's almost like it's free. It's almost like the government paid the bill for those things because you understand financial literacy from that angle. Another angle I want to take: fashion, beauty, health. Those are areas that a lot of women rappers dominate or spend a ton of money. If you just look at the buying power of women and all of the money that's going towards the areas that I mentioned, hair, fashion, beauty, all of this makeup, find out how is it that you can be or have ownership in these areas. See, if you control what people are doing, what people are thinking, what people are buying, then it's important for you to have some ownership in those areas. Don't just make the brands popular. Don't just let them stroke you a check just so you can wear their garments and make them popular. Yeah, it may be good to be, a model for these different companies that are paying different people to model their clothing and make them popular. But figure out how you can have some equity in that company. Figure out how you can have some ownership. Figure out if these companies are publicly traded and you may be able to invest in on some stocks in these companies. Figure out if it's a way that you can launch your own brand in that space. Figure out if it's a way that you can partner with somebody, and if you're partnered, you have some form of equity, and now when you market this brand, you're also a part owner of that brand. So now you're not just wearing hair for the sake of wearing it and making it popular and making other people want to wear it. You're wearing it because you're an owner, you love it, and you're monetizing and you're diversifying your income streams as an artist versus just making music and making money. Big difference, because that's where generational wealth kicks in. Secondly, see if you can have some type of, you can create something from scratch that ties directly into your brand, and now you're the owner of the actual brand and you step into the game like what Rihanna is doing, and she's taking Fendi and the makeup to a whole nother level. That right there is about to make her a billionaire just off of that alone. So it's a lot of opportunity out there if you understand that the power you have with being considered today's pop stars, women of rap. If you understand the power that you have, if you understand the wealth that you generate for others, if you understand that the money that you influence people to spend and how you can be a owner or have some equity or build wealth based on your popularity, based on your influence, it'll take you to a whole nother level. Plus weaving in some of that basic financial literacy so that the money that you're spending or reinvesting into you, your brand, can be tax deductible. And what that basically means is if you make $100,000 this year, but 10,000, 20,000 went towards something that went to building your brand. I don't care if it's fees and management or whatever you paying people to do, if anything, or just things to help you get off the ground. You made $100,000, but you spend $20,000 in this area that helps further your career, further your brand, makes you more profitable. Then it doesn't look as though you made $100,000. $20,000 gets wiped off, so it's like you made $80,000. That is a benefit to you because you being put in a lower tax bracket allows you to be taxed on less money and keep more of your hard-earned income. That's a whole nother training for a whole nother video. Make sure you click the link below or visit wealthyrapper.com so you can dive in and get the free video of how artists are able to create multiple streams of income even if they never get a record deal. Just want to talk to the queens for a second because y'all killing it, dominating it. But understand the power that you have. Understand the authority, the influence that you have. But understand how financial literacy is going to set you apart from everybody else so you don't get caught off guard like many rappers have done. That's all I got. I'm Cinco Smith, signing out. Salute.